Coming up, the 2021 Southern Ohio Forest Rally. It's a pleasure to have with us once again the chairman of the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. We have Jeremiah Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Dan.
Getting ready for a big gig coming up in June. It is the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. And this is an event last year that was kind of secretive, all thanks to COVID, but not the case this year. You're going to be in the Chillicothe area on one day. You'll be down in the Portsmouth area the next day. And news broke this week. You're allowed to have spectators.
Absolutely. So yeah, with 2020, we worked really hard with the local health department and everything to be able to at least put on an event. Our team, the Southern Ohio Forest Rally team, worked really hard to put on the first. I don't think post-COVID is the proper term yet, because I don't think we're post-COVID, but post-shutdown, right? We were the first ones in North America, I believe North America, at least in the U.S., to put on an event, prior to the shutdown, or after the shutdown kind of ended. And we're still getting things back in, and we are the first event to allow spectators, large national event, I should say. And we're taking guidance from the governor's office and working with the forestry and things like that to make sure there's no limits on outdoor events, and we're 100% outdoor. We can social distance, masks when possible, just try to check all the boxes and still have a good event.
You mentioned something I was going right into. You last year, through all the hoops you had to jump through just to pull this event off in 2020, you've got a lot of boxes to check now. And it probably, I would think, anyone who organized an event, especially a national event like yours, it really gave you a lot more to think about heading into 2021.
Oh, it did. And some of the changes that we made for 2020 carried through to all events through the rest of 2020, and will probably be the new wave of the wave of the future. But things like drive-through check-ins, like we never did that before. We met, we met at the plaza, behind the Fairfield Inn, part of Hampton, and it would be an amazing, meet and greet, get to catch up with all your friends and, meet the drivers, things like that. That's just not really a good idea right now. So we started the drive-through process. You come through, you hold your QR code up, scan it, get your essentials, and you move on. And that was really well received. It's a safe way to do it, and that's how we're moving forward. And as I said, most of the other events have all followed that design too.
Pre-pandemic, you had a really nice event down inside Yaktangi Park before the actual racing all started. That, I think, is something that people really enjoyed, were the exposés, an opportunity to close up and meet everybody and see all of the. But you're not going to have anything like that this year?
Well, we are. However, so Park Expose is the term that we use for the rally car show, where you can come and meet the drivers, get your autographs, things like that. We are not going to make it mandatory this year, just because we have people from literally all over the world coming in, and if they're not comfortable, we don't want to force anything on them. I think most of Ohio, most of Chillicothe is ready to get back to some sort of normalcy. I think that shows true with the sporting events and things like that we're seeing. So we are going to have it. We have a spectator guide coming out soon, and it will list out the course and the places you can meet. If and I know quite a large amount of our competitors are eager to get back to the fan interaction, because that's part of the fun of it, right? They enjoy that, and they know the fans make it all worth it. So there's going to be a large amount of people that will be there, and it's just going to be right there in the park, similar to what we did in 2019, but with some changes.
Good, good. What areas will be used? Of course, people watching here in Chillicothe, they want to know where they can see this in Chillicothe. But a lot of folks travel with you on to the other locations. So where will we be able to see rally cars this year?
Right. Well, cars this year will start coming in. You just see them around town. You're going to start seeing them show up Monday, Tuesday. We have a test location that we don't publicize that on Wednesday, and then on Friday evening we're going to kick off in the city park with stage one is the Octangie Park Street stage. We've been working with the city on that. They've been very helpful in securing everything. The police and the fire department, they've been great about helping us get all the things lined up we need to. And then, like I said, you'll have the park expose, and then you'll be able to watch the street stage. So we'll be setting that up pretty much all day on Friday. Friday evening, we'll be inside of trails with a single spectator spot on one of the stages that we're running there. And again, the spectator guide will have all the directions and the actual locations. And then Saturday, we are based out of the West Portsmouth High School for our service. And then we will be in Shawnee Forest with 2 spectator spots. Both are very large areas covered in the spectator guide on the actual specific locations.
Yeah. So getting the guide will be very key for you. And you'll probably have some of that, I imagine, uploaded onto your website too.
Yep. We'll have that Facebook, website, and then we're going to print a handful of copies. So if you show up on Friday at the park expose, you'll be able to grab an actual paper copy.
Okay. As we talk, we're about a month away from making this happen.
Yeah.
Do you have all the volunteers you need, or is there still room for volunteers?
Well, I will tell you, there was not much that came good out of 2020. A lot of bad things happened, a lot of life-changing events for a lot of people. For us, if you wanted to watch the rally, you had to volunteer, right? So you had to volunteer so we could use you. And what that turned into was a tremendous amount of support for 2021. We can always use more. So, if you're interested in volunteering, check out the website and get signed up. But we actually are doing very well on volunteers this year, which in the past, sometimes it's enough, but you could always use more. And, COVID showed people, hey, volunteering is like, you get better front row seats than what you do as a spectator. And I get a free T-shirt. So, it helped out in that aspect for us.
Yeah, there were parents falling over themselves to be scorekeepers and PA announcers,
Right?
for high school this year,
Exactly.
so they could get into the games. Of course, Southern Ohio Forest Rally. This is what year now for you guys?
This is our 5th year, which is just mind blowing to me how quick it's progressed.
And you've weathered it all.
Yeah, I mean, like for a new event, I mean, goodness, we went from no money, no sponsors from a dream of just putting it on to the community support is amazing. Shoot, from the local businesses, literally everybody is very supportive and open to help. I think it's a true testament to our area. I mean, it's very humbling to be part of it, to be honest with you. Just as big of an event as it is, and all of the moving parts and all the people that dedicate time and effort into it, it's amazing.
We were talking a few moments ago before going on the air about the fact that you've got more teams involved in this than the Buck 50 does, but you're both utilizing the state forests in a special way. And I'm sure ODNR really appreciates the extra getting folks out into the woods.
Yeah, I mean, we do, and our relationship with the ODNR is fantastic. We meet with them. They're, we take cadence from them on direction on things we need to do, and we have a really, really good working relationship, which I think is obviously key to something like this. Communication and all of this is really important. So yeah, they're very grateful. We've been able to open some doors for them of things that people forget what ODNR does. So we get to get them involved more.
If you want to learn more about the event, any changes that might be made, of course, you want to follow their social media right there, Facebook, as well as the website. You'll be able to see the web address right here at the bottom of the screen to get more details. Even if you want to be a volunteer or just if you are slightly interested, come June 10th and you want to see more on June 11th and 12th, make sure you check out the website. And then you'll be able to see it live and in person. Anything we've missed you wanted to mention?
No, I just, like I said, very grateful for all the support, the volunteers, our sponsors. I mean, this is a working. I don't want to say team. It's more like a family because we all put up with each other. It's a yearly thing, really. It's really critical now, but it's a yearly thing. We stay in contact all year long, and like I said, lots of really good people. I'd love to thank everybody, but I would forget somebody. So just very grateful for and the ability to do it. All the local communities that are supporting it and things like that. We're this year is going to be bigger than ever, so it'll be good. And I think with spectating being allowed, just it's going to be good.
Yeah, people are chomping at the bit to get outside and do something. And you'll be seeing them strap on the Simpsons straps and then the helmet and taking off. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Jeremiah Johnson, thanks for your time today.
Hey, thanks, Dan, so much.